Every day, Russia continues to carry out brutal shelling of Ukraine's civilian infrastructure. On Friday, December 13th, Russia fired 94 missiles and nearly 200 Shaheds across Ukraine. This is one of the heaviest attacks on the country's energy sector since Russia's full-scale invasion almost 3 years into the war. This is what the directions of the missiles fired by Russia look like. And here is a video of a Russian ballistic missile hitting the Ukrainian hospital in Zaporizhzhia. It took only 1 minute, 33 seconds from the launch of the missile to the hit. In addition, all the missiles were flying at a very low altitude, and therefore air defense systems could not physically shoot down all the missiles. According to Zelenskyy, the Ukrainian defense shot down 81 missiles, including 11 cruise missiles that were intercepted by F-16 warplanes provided by Western allies earlier this year. Putin is doing everything he can to destroy Ukraine and the Ukrainian people. Instead of building up Russia, he is busy destroying another country, spending billions of dollars and killing thousands of innocent people. To prevent the Kremlin dictators' plans and defend their right to life, the Ukrainian military is fighting every day against the Russian horde. Today, I'm going to show you real battles from the front line captured on video. I'm Hustler. Let's get started. Kharkiv region, Zaporizhzhia village district, Russian occupants in a column of heavy armored vehicles are heading towards the Ukrainian village. The first armored personnel carrier is blown up by a mine, and another is attacked by a Ukrainian FPV drone. The third Russian armored personnel carrier does not retreat from its goal of storming the village, even after its crew hits a mine and is attacked by a Ukrainian drone. It is also defeated, as the vehicle also hits a mine. It was followed by another Russian armored personnel carrier with infantry, but after seeing this horrific event, the Russian military refused to continue the attack, abandoned the armored vehicles, and began to flee. Ukrainian drone operators destroyed the abandoned armored personnel carrier with a Ukrainian Vampire drone by dropping bombs on it. The Russian assault had failed, and Russian equipment was burned and destroyed. Here, the Ukrainian military blows up an abandoned infantry fighting vehicle with a FPV drone and then drops bombs on it from a Vampire drone. Then they attack another armored personnel carrier, which was blown up by a mine and abandoned by the Russian invaders. Kharkiv region, east of the village of Krylyakivka, Russian occupants used 8 pieces of equipment to break through Ukrainian positions. 7 pieces of equipment were destroyed, including 1 tank, 3 armored infantry vehicles, and 3 MTLBs. A drone is now destroying an armored infantry vehicle. One accurate hit, and the armored vehicle explodes, and the powerful Russian-made armor is shattered. Another abandoned Russian armored personnel carrier is destroyed by a kamikaze drone. Detonation of an MTLB by a direct hit in an open hatch. Russians don't understand that there is no happiness in war, but the money Putin pays them lures fools. Well, everyone makes their own choice, and Russians choose to sell their lives for the ambitions of the Russian leader. This is what most of the Russian equipment that was used to seize Ukrainian territory looks like. Piles of hot iron are burning in the middle of an empty field. All these are the taxes of the Russian population and Putin's great hopes, simply burning to ashes. Kursk region, districts of the city of Sudzha. The Russian military is using a lot of armored vehicles to push the Ukrainian military out. Ukrainian soldiers use artillery and drones to hold their positions. With a precise artillery strike, the Ukrainians destroy a Russian tank. Then Ukrainian artillery began to attack other Russian tanks. A precise hit tears the armored vehicles to pieces. Another Russian tank is damaged by a missile, but it continues to move. A few seconds later, the tank detonates and stops moving. Ukrainians continue to attack Russians, preventing them from getting close to infantry positions. Then, Ukrainian FPV drones flew out to finish off the damaged tanks and infantry and began neutralizing the enemy. In one of the destroyed Ukrainian houses, the Russian occupiers set up their headquarters. This was noticed by drone operators, and a powerful strike was launched. Attack on the Russian dugout. And also on the positions where the Russian occupiers are hiding. Hunting for Russian logistics and armored vehicles. Here, the Russian occupier shows the car they plan to use to storm Ukrainian positions. Just so you understand, this is a Vaz 2107, a Russian-made car. It is an ordinary civilian car with a metal mesh. Most likely, Russians have problems with transportation if they use even these cars. Here, Ukrainian drone operators destroy Russian heavy armored vehicles and occupiers. Kamikaze drones allow Ukrainians to destroy the enemy remotely without risking human lives. At the same time, the Russians use mainly human resources and try to push Ukrainians out with the number of equipment and manpower. Here, Ukrainian artillery very accurately fired at the Russian military who were on the offensive. As a result, all the occupiers' equipment was destroyed. That's all for today. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the latest developments. This video was produced by Hustler. See you soon.